RKO, the infamous NWO. Back with another video doing my WWE Monday Night Raw review, July 30th, 2012, Raw 1001. And what a Raw this horribly was. 3 hours is killing me. I don't know how long it could last. This is the first episode we had to go through this regular Monday Night Raw. It wasn't even like a special where they did like big major angles. This was just a regular Raw. And this sucked. This was horrible. It dragged on for so long. There were so many opportunities for me to fall asleep. I had to do stuff on my laptop while watching this Raw, like play a game or something, or like watch a random video while watching Raw, because this Raw is horrible. They kept replaying stuff that happened throughout the Raw. They kept doing things that they're stupid. Let me get through this Monday Night Raw for you. We'll open the show with CM Punk finally addressing the universe, the WWE universe, on why he attacked The Rock last week, and pretty much The Rock comes back and takes the spotlight from anyone else, and he did something that no one else did. Took the spotlight away from The Rock and created his own Raw moment. A, a bigger, a, one of the biggest Raw moments ever. How do you say this? He said, some people go for WrestleMania moments. His Raw moment last week was bigger than most superstars' WrestleMania moments. And, yeah. And then the Big Show comes out and says he wants a title match because he helped CM Punk retain his title. It wasn't for Punk's. Cena won that match last week, and then Cena comes out and starts beating up Big Show, and then AJ comes out and says, "You two, the Big Show and Cena, you'll be in a match later tonight, main event, and the winner of that match will be the #1 contender for SummerSlam." Once they announced that and face Punk for the WWE Championship, once they announced that, I knew what the finish of that match was going to be. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew the finish, and I knew what it was going to happen. So we'll get that later in the night. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I can't sneeze right now. It's one of those things. Oh god, it's the worst. Anyway, we got a match that we've been seeing a lot on Raw, and I don't understand why they put this match together. WWE makes no sense to me. They put their United States champion Santino Marella against the #1 contender Alberto Del Rio. I swear that we've seen this match at least 4 times in the past 3 months on Raw. And Alberto Del Rio won the match, except this was probably the longest match between the two because they went to commercial break. Next we got Brodus Clay coming out. They came right back from commercial. As Brodus Clay didn't make his entrance, he was dancing while they made the entrance. And then Sandow came out and interrupted Brodus Clay. I think they're supposed to have a match, but who knows? And then beat up Brodus Clay, and that was it. So Sandow. I was excited to see Sandow. He is one of my top prospects, one of my favorites, looking in the future for the WWE. Next we got a match, a non-title street fight match where the WWE Universe. This is one of the interactive things where you vote on Twitter. I don't know how you vote on Twitter or how they collect the votes for these things when you use a hashtag to vote, but whatever. Um, and the whatever match you get to pick, it was no holds barred, false count anywhere, or a street fight, and you put one of the hashtags on Twitter, and whatever wins will be the match. So Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan won in a non-title match in a street fight. This was a pretty good match overall. Not like their pay-per-view matches, but it was a pretty good TV match, and obviously Sheamus got the victory. And then we come back from commercial, and Danielson's in the ring still, and then Kofi Kingston and R-Truth are coming out, and then what happens? And then our Danielson beats up little Jimmy, and then guys in straight coats come out, I believe, and take Danielson away. And then we got a match between Titus O'Neil, primetime player, Titus O'Neil versus Kofi Kingston, and with the distraction of AW, Kofi Kingston gets the victory over Titus O'Neil. Then we got Heath Slater coming out doing one of his segments that he says, since the legends are gone to the retirement home, that he will be calling out a current WWE superstar. And lo and behold, the returning Randy Orton, after a 60-day suspension, has finally come back. And Orton destroys Heath Slater. And this is a pretty good way. They're still using Heath Slater. I think everyone enjoys watching Heath Slater do the job, even if you're hardcore. To a casual fan, it's fun to see every Monday night. And that was probably one of the highlights Raw. Next to this match, which was probably the best match on Raw, Chris Jericho and Christian versus Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. This This was another good match. Christian and Miz went at it. Christian and Ziggler went at it. And they're teasing the Jericho Ziggler thing, and Chris Jericho ended up getting the victory over the Miz, so pinning the Intercontinental Champion. I guess they didn't want Jericho to pin Dolph Ziggler, so they didn't give that finish away already on TV. So leading into the pay-per-view, these guys are definitely gonna have a match at SummerSlam, and I see Dolph Ziggler getting better over Jericho, so he could build him up, and then I actually see Dolph Ziggler catching Money in Bank that same night, and then Ziggler could have the claim where he beat Jericho and won the title on the same night. Yeah. Next we got, what do we have next? We had a match between Tyson Kidd and Lord Tensai now, and Tensai didn't even have an entrance. That's how bad he's falling. He beat John Cena and CM Punk clean. He can't even get an entrance on the Raw 1000, a 3-hour show, might I add. Can't even get an entrance. Tyson Kidd got the entrance, so I thought Tyson Kidd was gonna get the victory. Tensai ends up beating Tyson Kidd, but then beats him up after the match, and the referee reversed the decision as a disqualification. So Tyson Kidd ends up getting the victory. So he did win the match, except not the way I thought the outcome would be. And then we have, I believe it was the main event. I believe it was John Cena versus the Big Show. I probably missed a lot of backstage segments, but whatever. They had vignettes with Danielson at the back with saying that he was insane, but he was really sane, but he needs anger management. And then Kane comes up and beats him up, so maybe they have a Kane versus Daniel Bryan feud, and Charlie Sheen will be like a referee or like a special guest enforcer or something, because Charlie Sheen will be added to this one way or another, because the doctors said that he has an obsession with Charlie Sheen. But yeah, John Cena versus Big Show, main event time. Overall, this was a horrible match. It was like, it was bad. It wasn't even that great. It built up toward the end. It was something okay, but the beginning of the match, it was all just rest holds. Um, Cena had a Big Show in a headlock throughout like the first 3 minutes of the match, trying to take the Giant down, but it wasn't successful. And then they went to commercial and they came back, and then Big Show got the better of Cena, but then Cena got the chokehold again, and they went back at it, and then Cena was about to get that. Then then they fought outside the ring, and then Big Show pushed Cena into Punk, and then Punk was laid out because he was on commentary, and then Cena was about to get the FU on Big Show, and then Punk interferes, and the match ended in disqualification, which I thought wasn't gonna happen. I didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I knew the match was end disqualification. And then Punk's like, "Oh, I'm the best," blah blah blah, whatever. At least I can't remember what he said. Well, it was meaningless anyways. He leaves. AJ comes out and is like, "Well, since these guys are both winners, because both Big Show, Cena will be facing CM Punk in a triple threat match at SummerSlam. There you have it, your SummerSlam co-main event, or yeah, Cena. Not even This is like the first match ever that I was hoping Cena to win clean, because I did not want to see Big Show in this triple threat match, or even a singles match with Punk. But I guess they went with that. CM Punk versus John Cena versus Big Show. I don't think this match is gonna be good. I don't even want to see this match. I have no interest for this match. This is like, oh, I don't even want to watch this match at all. I'm hating the storyline, and I don't care for this. And they, throughout the whole Raw too, they showed replay after replay of what happened last week. I swear they showed the Triple H thing twice on Raw. They replayed Punk's beginning of the show on Raw, and the Raw set caught on fire, so the two sides of the lights of the stage weren't working for safety precautions, because I believe one side got burned, so they didn't put the other side on. So just a Titantron, and the bottom part was working for the night, and they replayed that like 5 times. It's 3 hours is just killing me. The first episode of the true, we're finally here, 3 hours. I gave it a chance 1 week, and they failed in the first week, and I'm dreading the next little while, for however long they take to finally change back to 2 hours, because this is not worth $200,000 more an episode by you burning out maybe 1 million of your fans, or even 500,000 to 1 million of your fans watching every week. So yep, that is my Raw review. There's a couple good things built up to SummerSlam, but at the end of it, this was for 3 hours. This was crap. They could have put this in 1 hour, honestly, and put like 4 segments, and this would have been perfectly fine, or even an hour and a half show, or go back to 2 hours. But yep, that is my Raw review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Sound quality is better. I'm using this big microphone that I record my podcast with, so yeah, hopefully the sound quality is much better. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And that is all.